everyone. Remember to stay hydrated if the weather is getting a little bit warm. A lot of thirsty people out. Hopefully not quite as...
We knew that the fire was getting closer and closer, but nobody was worried because the fireys had it all under control.
I think it started like, well, when it was really hot and that wind, you know, and you just sort of, it was just so different.
Pretty scary at the time, but it wasn't here, and everybody said the rainforest wouldn't burn.
I just come home from work and had a message, I know, the fire's getting close, and you sort of come home, and I actually looked back over the corner over here and you could see the smoke coming up, but you didn't expect it to come over here.
As a member of the fire brigade, I'd been watching maps and hotspots and the internet, watching the smoke in the air, different directions. On the Monday afternoon, we headed to Dalrymple because the smoke was getting thicker and closer, and got to a point probably midnight Monday night where we decided that it was unsafe for us to stay. We need to leave, we need to get more help on the Tuesday because houses were going to be under threat. Kind of snowballed for the next 10 days from there. And Wednesday we knew that the fire was going to impact Crediton and Cathay Creek. Friday morning it became apparent that Eungella was going to be in danger as well. Probably 2 o'clock Friday afternoon. Super duper scary. Fire tornado went across the flat.
It was 8 days of living hell. That we watched it burn back and forward along the mountains on our right. We could see it burning on our left. Constant, I know at one stage I got, in the early day there, I got a phone call from someone from fires telling me that it had been in my front yard in half an hour, which was really distressing. I'd gone over and actually that's how I met Smitty, the fire warden, yeah, pretty much in hysterics. And he's like, oh, that's not happening. I don't know where the call come from, but you know, are you staying? I sort of, yeah, made the decision that I was staying here. He came over a little about an hour later and said, I need 60 food packs. Are you staying? Are you going to help? Are you part of the team? I've gone, yep. So that's pretty much what we did. Different ladies, different people came in and out, helped me. I think we made over 1,000 food packs in the 8 days. That was supporting Hector, because that was the main place that everyone was going to for food. There's only about 20 locals that stayed, but the ones that did stay were the ones that went home. The police tried to evacuate them. They went home and got a ute and a generator and a pod, attached themselves to a real fire unit and started fighting. I can vouch that the ramp will hold about 24 firemen and police officers, because there was, if it wasn't one of our boys, it was one of the officials constantly on that ramp, keeping an eye on what was going on out the front.
So I went round in the truck, left that, and well, Wayne had to drive the truck and I was driving the Colorado, and we'd thrown the Jenny and that in, and I sort of got round here and I was in a panic because I'm thinking, come on Wayne, where are you? Wayne was actually taking a photo of the house because he thought that'd be the last. Sorry.
We trying to save houses and the wind changing on us and trying to backburn and you just couldn't even get a backburn. It just every time you try to do something, it just flame over you. One of the crews I was in, we got trapped in a house up at Wrights. We went down there and the fire came over the driveway and there's only one way in and one way out. We got stuck in there and luckily we had a dozer with us, so we went round and round the house.
That's more than I can put out there.
It was flaring up in the township, going to burn the township while it was burning here. So we were pretty stretched, one extreme to the other. So yeah, it was something we don't want to see again in a big hurry. And you can actually see what it's done. This is, they're saying that, you know, this will take 250 years to come back. Well, I haven't got 250 years.
Everywhere was just black, or little pockets of red where there were still fires burning, and feeling quite numb with fear, I suppose, because couldn't really believe what you were seeing.
Copy, mate, thank you. Victor, incident control.
It's just emptied it out and now come around again.
Pray they get somewhere with this.
On deck. It was just everyone. It was an amazing effort from an amazing little community that we didn't lose a major structure, we didn't lose life.
We had a really good friend that could continue coming through the back way for a little while, bringing supplies to keep supplies coming, even though Jolene was fantastic with the supplies that were coming up through the valley. We could also, for as long as we possibly could, get some supplies coming in the back way too, because we didn't know how long we were going to, or when it was going to get cut off at any point. And the other part, my husband. This is his life. He's fourth generation, kids are fifth generation. Everybody does. So it was just life. Just, I don't know, did it.
The firefighters would come home and they would ask you if they could fill an esky or do something, and it's like, no guys, we're here for you. We want to help you. And that community spirit through adversity is something that will never be lost.
Yeah, I did. I turned around. I was burnt out the first day, so I couldn't burn anymore. So it was right up there, all the way around. And then when the fires stopped, I think it started to rain, and came out one day, and his cattle were here, and the neighbours' cattle were here, and flaming eggs, because I had this probably about an acre of grass, and that's all they had. And it must have been the only grass in the area. So they turned around flaming, they were coming from everywhere to eat it.
I grabbed the cat. My wife was in the driver's seat, and I was in the passenger seat, and the cat was, freaked out and started peeing, and literally it seemed like it was peeing for a minute, 2 minutes straight. Like it was non-stop. It was just peeing all over me and all over the side of the car on the inside. And Darshan, my son, is in the back screaming and crying, and my wife next to me is screaming, and the dog is freaking out in the back, and it was just a chaotic situation.
I was just so thankful, and I've never been so happy. I burst into tears vacuuming the floor, because I had a floor to vacuum in the house, and it was a mess, because there was, fire stuff everywhere and sticky, and it doesn't matter, dust, ash, whatever. But absolutely shocked though when I did come home and drive up the driveway. But yeah, never been so happy doing the housework ever. You never know. So yeah, I rang up and got house insurance like a week before. Probably wouldn't have paid out, but just in case, because yeah,
But it made you feel better.
Yeah, it did make me feel better. Yeah, at least.
I don't believe this here, the actual house, will be in danger anymore. The rainforest will be.